President Dr. Mohammed Irfan Ali spearheaded the third national cleanup exercise in the capital city, Georgetown, on Saturday morning. President Ali led the cleanup exercise at Vicinjon Road in the vicinity of St. Sidwell's Primary School. He said that following the cleanup exercise, heavy focus will be placed on enforcement to ensure that the country remains clean.
From the last cleanup to now, I must say, the last time we were here, we had truckloads of garbage. So I would say that there has been not a marked improvement, but improvement in the right direction. Now we just have a lot of overgrown fences and weed. Not the level of dumping and garbage that we had the last time. Although we still have dumping going on, as you see in areas that were cleared the last time. So definitely after this segment of the National Cleanup Campaign, we'll have to now focus heavily, and that is what the committee is looking at now, on enforcement. We have given enough time, enough education programs, so enforcement is going to become a major aspect of what we do.
The president noted that while the focus is on cleaning up, simultaneously work will begin on improving the secondary drainage infrastructure across the country.
The drainage system needs to be upgraded, and we're going to work in a phased manner.
Prime Minister Brigadier Retired Mark Phillips called on citizens, particularly in the city, to practice responsible waste disposal. He also called on citizens to join in the cleanup activities.
The residents in rural areas are coming up and joining the cleanup campaign, but we need the citizens of Georgetown to be part of this cleanup. Possibly led by the mayor and the city council to be part of this cleanup campaign.
Minister of Housing and Water Colin Kroll said heavy focus will also be placed on the removal of derelict vehicles on the roadside.
In addition to, as we mentioned by the President, there's also a focus by the Ministry of Public Works, and that is the removal of a number of derelict vehicles that you see right across the country. Sometimes when persons want to dispose of these vehicles, they take them to particular corners and leave them, and which becomes a security hazard too. So that is also the focus on this weekend.
Chairman of the Private Sector Commission Paul Chung and Chief of Staff of the Guyana Defence Force, Brigadier Godfrey Best, who is also spearheading the Men on Mission initiative, accompanied President Ali at the cleanup exercise.
As Chairman of the Private Sector, we're happy to be part of this. We recognize the effort the President and the government is doing, and it's something extremely necessary. We want to call on everybody. This is everybody's business. Your environment is important. Cleanliness has a close correlation to healthiness. We all want to live in a healthy environment, so we should make this our duty to ensure that the environment is living.
I must say that we are happy to be part of this civic duty. We feel that sense of responsibility, and particularly today we're out in numbers. From the joint services we have in excess of 800 persons, and total we have more than 1,400 persons from other agencies working to ensure that the city today, we do a great job.
Members of the Men on Mission, national athletes, and a number of youths from All Boys Town also participated in the activity along Vicinjon Road. Meanwhile, Minister of Health Dr. Frank Anthony, along with his advisor Dr. Leslie Ramasamy and a team of health officers, participated in the cleanup exercise along Brigdam.
The Ministry of Health, we are very happy to be part of the President call for cleaning up Guyana. As you can see, we are here in Georgetown, but more particularly, we are the staff of the Ministry of Health. We have started by cleaning up our compound and around our compound. So you can see a lot of the staff here, and that's what we are doing. I think it's an excellent initiative, and if we keep going at it, I think it's going to make our city quite beautiful.
And I believe that if every corporate entity and every household in a particular street or area does this kind of thing as regularly as possible, we will have a very clean city.
The countrywide cleanup exercise is being spearheaded by the Ministry of Public Works National Enhancement Committee and saw the involvement of various stakeholders, including government agencies, the diplomatic corps, the private sector, NGOs, the joint services, and members of civil society.